Have you ever felt that the holidays lost their magic? That the twinkling lights seemed a little dimmer, the joyful carols felt a little quieter, and the warmth of the season was slowly fading away? For siblings Liam and Chloe, this wasn't just a feeling, it was a reality. And they were the only ones who could save Christmas before the world's joy disappeared forever. The fading glow. In the cozy, snow-dusted town of Pinecrest, the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas was always the most magical. It was a season of family traditions, baking Christmas cookies, and writing letters to Santa Claus. But this year, 10-year-old Liam and his 8-year-old sister Chloe felt a strange chill in the air that had nothing to do with the winter frost. The colorful Christmas lights on their street seemed to flicker weakly. The usually cheerful holiday music from the town square sounded tinny and distant. Even the annual Thanksgiving feast with their extended family felt rushed, with everyone distracted by their phones and holiday sales ads. The magic, the pure joy of the holiday season, was draining away, leaving behind a gray, hollow feeling. "It doesn't feel like Christmas," Chloe whispered, her breath making a small cloud against her bedroom window. "It feels empty." Liam agreed, his heart sinking. Just then, a brilliant shimmer of light erupted in their backyard. From the glow stepped a magnificent creature, a reindeer, but unlike any they had ever seen. His coat was the color of moonlit snow, his hooves sparkled with frost, and his antlers were woven from strands of starlight and evergreen. He had wise, ancient eyes, but they were clouded with worry. "Children," he spoke, his voice a gentle chime, "I am Aspen, the last guardian of the seasonal spirit. The magic that fuels the world's holiday joy, the spirit of the season, is dying. The quest begins." Aspen explained that the spirit was a living energy, born from genuine gratitude, selfless kindness, and heartfelt family bonding. But lately, it was being starved. People were consumed by the holiday rush, the stress of finding the perfect gift, the pressure of perfect parties, and endless shopping lists. They had forgotten the true meaning of Christmas and thankfulness. "If the spirit fades completely by Christmas Eve," Aspen warned, his voice trembling, "the joy will vanish forever. The lights will go out, the music will fall silent, the warmth of family gatherings will turn cold, the holidays will become just ordinary days." Liam and Chloe stared in horror. "But there is hope," Aspen continued, a single glowing tear crystallizing on his cheek. "You too can see the fading magic. That means your hearts are still pure. You must run the Gratitude Gauntlet, 3 challenges that will teach you and your community the forgotten values of the season. With each success, you will restore a piece of the spirit." A shimmering parchment-like scroll appeared in the air before them, unfurling to reveal 3 glowing symbols: a heaping feast, a hand-wrapped gift, and a brilliant, multi-pointed star. "Do you accept this great holiday adventure?" Aspen asked. Liam squeezed Chloe's hand. "We have to," he said, his voice firm with newfound courage. "We'll save the spirit." Challenge 1. The Feast of Thankful Hearts. The first symbol, the feast, glowed brightly. "The challenge of the shared feast begins now," Aspen announced. "True thankfulness is not a list spoken once a year. It is a gift you give by opening your heart and your home." The children thought immediately of their neighbor, Mr. Higgins, a kind retired veteran who lived alone. They often saw him watching their family's noisy gatherings from his quiet window. With their parents' blessing, they baked a batch of pumpkin muffins and knocked on his door. "Mr. Higgins," Chloe said, "our Thanksgiving dinner wouldn't be complete without you." The look in Mr. Higgins's eyes was worth more than any toy. At the dinner table, he shared stories of holidays past, and Liam helped him build a gratitude tower where everyone added a block and shared what they were most thankful for. Laughter echoed through the house, louder and warmer than it had in years. As Mr. Higgins told a funny story, Liam and Chloe felt a sudden, wonderful warmth spread through their chests. A tiny, bright spark, like a captured star, ignited between them. Aspen, watching from the garden, nodded. The first ember of the spirit had been rekindled through community and gratitude. Challenge 2. The Gift of the Heart. With Christmas Day drawing nearer, the second challenge began. A chilly, invisible force, the gimme gimme gloom, began to spread, making people obsessed with expensive, flashy presents. The second symbol on the scroll, the gift, started to fade. The perfect Christmas gift, Aspen taught them, is not measured by its price tag, but by the love woven into it. You must fight the gloom with gifts from the heart. Liam had saved up for a popular video game for his best friend, but it was too expensive. Chloe wanted to buy her mom a necklace from a fancy store. They felt the gloom's pull, a whisper that store-bought was better. Remembering Mr. Higgins's advice about handmade gifts, they changed their plans. Liam used his coding skills to create a personalized adventure game filled with their inside jokes and shared memories. Chloe spent a weekend with her grandma, patiently learning to knit, and created a soft, colorful scarf, stitching all her love into every loop. On Christmas morning, the joy their gifts created was electric. Liam's friend laughed with delight at the custom game, and Chloe's mom wore her scarf with tears of happiness in her eyes. The gimme gimme gloom shattered around them, and a second, larger spark of magic flared to life within them. They had learned that the best presents are personal, thoughtful, and made with love. Challenge 3. The Festival of 1,000 Lights. The final challenge arrived on the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. The third symbol, the star, flickered anxiously. The spirit of the season is a universal light, Aspen explained. It is celebrated in many ways, across many cultures. To make the spirit strong again, you must unite its many colors. Their friend Annika was celebrating Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. She taught them how to create vibrant Rangoli art, explaining how the lights symbolize the victory of good over evil. Their classmate Isaac invited them to light the Hanukkah menorah, sharing the story of the miracle of the oil and the importance of faith and dedication. They also learned about Kwanzaa and its 7 principles like umoja, unity, and kujichagulia, self-determination. Liam and Chloe had a brilliant idea. They organized a festival of 1,000 lights in their community park. Families came together, lighting diyas, candles, and sharing stories of their diverse holiday traditions. The air was filled with the scent of latkes and sweets, and the park glowed with a beautiful collective light. As the community joined in singing songs from different cultures, a brilliant, swirling vortex of colorful light, gold for gratitude, silver for kindness, and a rainbow for diversity flowed into Liam and Chloe. The final and greatest piece of the spirit was restored, the greatest gift of all. On Christmas Eve, the town of Pinecrest was more beautiful than ever. Every light shone with a supernatural brilliance. Every carol sounded like a choir of angels, and the air itself hummed with warmth and joy. Aspen appeared before them, now radiating a powerful, steady light. "You have done it," he said, his voice full of emotion. "You have not only completed the gratitude gauntlet, you have reminded an entire town what the holidays are truly about. The spirit of the season is restored, stronger than ever." "So what's our reward?" Liam asked, thinking of a mountain of presents. Aspen smiled. "Your reward is not something you can hold in your hands. It is the ability to see the magic you create." He touched his nose to their foreheads. Suddenly, their vision shifted. They could see the world as Aspen did. They saw golden auras of happiness around their family, silver threads of friendship connecting neighbors, and a brilliant, collective light of joy rising from the entire town. They looked at each other. their own hearts glowing with the same magnificent light. They finally understood. They hadn't just saved the magic, they had become it. High in the sky, they heard the unmistakable jingle of sleigh bells. Santa was on his way. But as they climbed into bed, filled with more joy than they had ever felt, Liam and Chloe knew they had already received the greatest Christmas gift of all. They had discovered that the true spirit of the season lived not in a sleigh, but in their own hearts, and it was a gift they could share every single day of the year. The end.